members of the South should not take pride in their falling numbers. And they should seriously ask themselves, is a decent, healthy demographic at loggerheads with development? The model that you need to bring down your numbers in order for you to have better infrastructure is completely false. I am not pushing for overpopulation, but there is something that Anand recently said in one of his brilliant expositions from the stage, that you have to test the strength of a country's ability to feed its population, not by its overall population, but population density. And he said we are just 7th in the world, which means in terms of overall arable land, if you take the population and the land available for us, we are only 7th in the world. So it's a question of urban planning. It's a question of distribution of population. It's a question of learning how to handle migrant workforce. It's a question of asking yourself, is rapid urbanization everywhere good? Or do you try and provide opportunities for people to stay in their places as opposed to calling all of them to Mumbai and the usual suspects? That is the issue that you must be focusing on, as opposed to saying, how do we bring the numbers down? This is not the time for us to bring our numbers down. Especially when the world is losing its numbers, you have a demographic dividend and you have an opportunity finally in the historic time window to make your presence felt. This is not the time to grow old.
Yeah, so we keep saying that our youth bulge is our strength, but our aging population is also there.
Correct.
Tell me where we are, Ryan.
In terms of
and what do you see as, how long do you think this youth bulge is going to be our strength?
20 years.
That's it.
20 to 25 years.
This is the time we have to plan.
We have to
and
plan.
to put in action. Not just plan.
What I
we should
suggested.
have done
Exactly.
planning earlier.
So, if this is the 25-year window you have your security challenges, your internal threats and your external threats, all of them converging. So now is not the time for what Sri Aurobindo called Chakshulajja.
What's that?
Political correctness, the fear of being shamed.
Oh.
Oh, 4 log kya kahenge, media kahegi, left wale kya kahenge. No.
What Europe is going through right now.
Correct. They can't even defend themselves.
Yeah. And even though they have pressures like on pensions, on housing, on everything, I mean, shortages, everything they're having right now.
Nobody with money wants to live in the UK anymore.
Tell me the term again.
Chakshulajja. Chakshu is eyes,
lajja, shame.
Shame. Which is the fear of people, or the fear of, let's say, of
Log kya kahenge?
Log kya kahenge, that's it. Correct, that's it. The point I was making is, in London and better parts of UK, the local population is fleeing if they have money. They say, we don't wish to live here anymore because of demographic change. That's a country with still 89% white population. But they don't have a glue anymore. What is the glue? National pride. My discussions with locals there tells me, and I made at least 2 trips extensively talking to people across communities.
Oh, yes. I want to talk to you about the debate, the famous debate too.
We'll come to that. Huh? They don't know what they're fighting for. They don't know what they're preserving. So they're saying, what is the point? What are we exactly fighting? Because finally the colonizer has lost a sense of history. It's over. It's game, set and match.
One part of me, I'm feeling good about it also.
I'm feeling terribly good about it, except that we should have been the replacements. It's worse.
Huh.
Okay?
They've lost, the whole idea whenever Indians would go to these countries, it was the public space that we used to love, right? That you can walk anywhere, you can cycle anywhere.
Sulabh Shauchalaya smells better than Paris at this point. This is what I'm told. It's a public urinal. Paris smells so bad. These guys don't have any moral right or, let's say, the authority to pontificate to us anymore.
That Champs-Élysées area was supposed to be the poshest and the most romantic place. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Their New Year celebrations get cancelled. Their Christmas. Germany, everywhere. Poland,
Belgium,
Sweden.
Luxembourg, it's gone. Netherlands is gone.
Yeah.
And London is, and I think recently, 7 to 8 major councils and counties of UK have Pakistani Muslims as their mayors. What do you think will be the voice of the rest of the people there? Nothing. No way.
And the grooming gangs.
They can't even speak out against it.
Yeah.
You're
called racist if you speak out against grooming gangs.
And now this very same exercise is being repeated in Michigan and Dearborn in the United States. It has started there.
Yeah.
Texas.
Their representatives. I mean, forget about common people, even their representatives are like that.
And in public council meetings, when somebody airs a legitimate apprehension, he's called an Islamophobe and he's shut up in America. Okay? I think we have enough examples to learn
and Trump can do nothing.
He can do nothing. The point is, at best, he was a necessary evil to replace the woke agenda. But I think, unfortunately, America is stuck with such an option where I don't think he sees anything beyond himself or hears anything beyond himself.
But even Europe, no, they had so many right-wing governments. They also couldn't do anything.
Because the larger population has gone woke. And everyone who tries to resist it, the weight of European history falls on them like a ton of bricks because they're quickly branded far-right and Nazi. And unfortunately for them, they don't seem to have a movement of conservatism that is completely divorced from the Nazi history in certain parts.
And also right-wing governments, when they come to power, for some odd reason, want validation from the left. Why?
That seems to be a universal phenomenon, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I don't think Bharat is an exception to it.
Correct. I agree with you completely. I agree with you completely.
We will launch their books while they keep calling us as people who don't have intellect to take them on. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. So even when the balance, so-called balance happens, then, they get the most absurd voices.
Yeah.
From the right to come and do the balancing.
Correct.
So which makes them look like clownish compared to the erudite left who are there. And this isn't just in India, it's happening elsewhere too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why does this happen?
See, if they really wanted to contest us one-on-one or take us person for person, they know that they have not been able to counter us on facts.
Okay. Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा.
The issue is टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है.
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल दो?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब.
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप.
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI. It does not lie.